Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Alrighty guys, hope you can hear me. We got Richard on there too. Let's see it. Alright everybody, good morning. Gonna start with our warm-up, 5-minute warm-up. And we're gonna start it easy right here from the kneeling position. Hands on the shoulders, knees on the hips. And we're gonna do a few fire hydrants. For this one, you're gonna bring your leg up right here, knee high as not high as your hip is, then bring it all the way to the side, and you start over. So you're doing a big circle, really loosen up the hips here. No specific count, just some movement here. And let's go and reverse the movement, so same motion but in the other direction. So you're really trying to work the corners of your hips here. So loosen up. And we're gonna switch sides. Again, bring your knee high here, bring it out to the side, and back to where you started. Trying to keep your back pretty flat when you're doing it. Way to get up early and start the week off with that sweat. Let's switch the direction here. So opposite way. Again, trying to get some big circles going. Awesome. So from here, you guys, we're going to go into a downward facing dog. So you're going to push your legs high, bring your hips, or extend your legs, bring your hips high. From here, you're going to drop the hips, lift the chest up, bring the shoulders back. And we're going to go between those two positions for a few reps here. So more from a down dog to an up dog. Next, go into your downward facing dog position and bring your left leg forward into a lunge. And from here, you're just gonna stand up, come to the top of the mat, and we'll do a few reverse lunges here. So alternate steps. We start to get the heart rate to go up a little bit here with those reverse lunges. Still breathing in through a nose. Couple more reps and then we'll switch it again. Okay, a little set of jumping jacks here just for about 20 to 30 seconds. And good. Let's stretch out the hamstrings a little bit here. So you're gonna step with one leg forward and hinge at the hips. On the way up, lift your arms up and stand up. And then switch sides. Other heel comes to the floor. You're hinging back, pulling on that hamstring, and on the way up, lift arms and extend up. So hinging, lifting up. So today we're gonna have full body as always, and a little bit of everything in every block. I'm trying to implement that every day. So some power moves, a little bit more core endurance at times, or even strength movements, which we'll have today. Alright, we're gonna get it started with our first block. So, our first part. We're gonna have 4 exercises, you guys. What I'd like to do with you is go through them together once, and then again you'll have some time to work on those at your own pace. So for this first exercise, you're gonna need a dumbbell. Hopefully you got a somewhat heavier dumbbell because we're trying to work some strength here. So grab your dumbbell, only one needed here. It's a suitcase squat. So the way this works is we're gonna go 3 seconds on the way down of the squat, nice and slow. Once you reach your bottom position, try to hold it here for about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and then up. So if you have a really heavy weight, you're gonna stay around 4 reps. But if you have something that's lighter, you can push it to 6 to 8 reps. The goal here would be to go a little bit heavier. So again, let's go again. 1, 2, 3 on the way down. Pause for 3 and stand. Let's get 2 more here. You're trying to keep your hips in line, your shoulders in line. And up. Let's go down one more time here. And let's go up. Good. So that just gonna do 4 in that first round with you guys. Switch arms. Let's even it out. I can keep the shoulders in line, the hips in line. 2, 3 on the way down. 3, hold it at the bottom and up. Let's go down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 at the bottom. We're up. 2 more. Then mute. And up. Let's go 1 more. Nice and slow on the way down. Try and keep the knees in line with the toes. And up. Okay, so that's for the suitcase squat. Next movement, plank Spider-Man. You're not gonna need any weights. We're gonna be hands on the shoulders. And we're gonna do 12 total over here, guys. So your knee is gonna come to the outside of your elbow here. So let's go. Left knee to the outside of the elbow. Back to center position. And switch, keeping your arms extended, holding the hips high. So we're doing 6 in each direction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And if you can't go all the way forward with your knee, that's okay. Just reduce the range of motion. So 12 on the plank Spider-Man here. Today we do have jumping lunges. So every time you come up, it's gonna count as a rep, you guys. So let's get into this lunge position. You can go for a jump squat instead. And we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So power movement here. That one will get the heart rate up. And the last exercise here in this block, and then you're gonna have about 10 minutes to work on it. It's gonna be an iso bridge to fly. If you have a few lighter dumbbells, you're gonna use those. We're gonna do 10 reps of that one as well. So squeeze your glutes up, hold them up. Your dumbbells are over chest and you're gonna open in line with your shoulders, you guys. 10 reps here. 1, again, open wide. 2, 3, 4. If you have any issues with the chest fly, you can go chest press also. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Even using some tempo if you like. So that's your first block right here. Let's give you guys actually 8 minutes right here to work on it. 8 to 9 minutes. Let's do it right now. Starting with the suitcase squat again. At your own pace. Heavier if you can. With that hold at the bottom, remember you're trying to hold it at the bottom position of the squat too. Going down slow, controlling the whole movement here. This is a strength movement. Four to 6 reps, depending on the weight that you have. The heavier it is, the less reps we're gonna do here. And obviously you're doing 4 to 6 on each side, holding it with each arm. It's really the hold, that's the challenge right here. Keeping the abs tight at the bottom. Not letting yourself fall forward either. Staying strong in that squat. The plank Spider-Man could be done from the elbows. I do like the high plank position better, but it's up to you. Remember, it's 6 on each side for that total of 12 if you're on that exercise. Anytime you're on your hands, grab that floor. Make your forearms work too. If you can, on those jumping lunges, getting some height would be great. So out of the 9 minutes that we're gonna have here, we're getting to 3 minutes. It's about a third of the way, looking about 3 rounds. Top of what we started with. If you don't have heavier dumbbells, you can always slow down your tempo, really make your muscles work a little bit longer through the movement. So besides the jumping lunges, everything's at a slower pace on those movements, more control. I hope you have heavier dumbbells too, so you can really challenge yourselves on that weight. We're at the halfway point of this first part. Again, going slower has its benefits. In those holds, we're learning how to get more comfortable in those positions that typically feel more uncomfortable, those bottom positions of the squat. If your wrists are hurting too, you can go onto your fist for that plank Spider-Man, or again your elbows if needed. 3 more minutes here in this first part. Jumping lunge is not easy without shoes. You can modify it if you need it on any movement. To add a challenge on that hip bridge, you can even do a single leg hold for half the reps and then switch it for the second part. Abs always engage as well. Guys, we got time for at least one more movement here, especially if you're getting suitcase squat, about 4 to 6 per side. Last minute here. Finish what you're working on, and we're gonna then move on to the next one. Yes, the pause always good on those suitcase squats, absolutely. All right. Let's do it. So, part 2. Some moves that are gonna, probably a couple more moves that are gonna get your heart rate up as well. A little bit of strengthening. So our first one is a hip hinge swing. So again, if you have somewhat of a heavier dumbbell for that one, would be great. We're going to do 12 reps of that. So grab your weight here. Make sure you get a good grip on it. So just like you would on the deadlift, you're going to bring your hips back and then squeeze your glutes and get to the top. And you're going to let that weight swing with you from between your legs, making sure that you're trying to keep that back neutral. Squeeze the glutes, come to a straight line. You don't need to go higher here. The option is to take the swing away, just do a deadlift instead. So let's do 12 reps together here of it. This power should get the body going here. 1, 2, quick squeeze of the glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So power move, there's speed involved. Next one is a hip hinge high row, but only one arm. So you're gonna do 8 reps per arm. Looks like this. Again, you're gonna hinge at the hips again. The weight's pulling you to one side. You gotta fight it. Keep the shoulders, the hips level, and the elbow high on that row. So let's go for it. The elbow as high as your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Again, trying to keep the elbow high. If that bugs your shoulders, go close to the body. Let's do another 8 on the other side. Keep everything level. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. So high row, single arm, 8 per side. Moving on to a full thruster. What that is, it's a squat, full depth squat, into a overhead shoulder press, 10 reps of it. So bring some dumbbells at your shoulders. Remember, you gotta be able to do 10 reps of a shoulder press with it. So squat all the way down and press overhead. Use that momentum to do the movement. So let's go for 10, squat down and up overhead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Apologies, if you couldn't go overhead, you can also squat by your side and do an upright row this way. Okay? So that's a full thruster. We're gonna have 10 on that one, like I said. Now moving on to the Superman. No weights needed for the last 2 of the block. You're gonna be on your stomach, arms overhead, and you're gonna lift everything, your arms and your legs off the floor 12 times, okay? So let's do it together here. Let's go lift, 1, so squeezing everything posterior chain. 2, shoulders, glutes, hamstring. 3, 4, 5, 6, big squeeze, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, keep that head looking down, and 12. So that's your Superman. And finishing the block with some scissor kicks. So we're gonna do 20 of those. You're gonna cross your legs 20 times. Keep your lower back on the floor, keep your upper back off the floor, and cross your legs slowly 20 times. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and at that pace, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost there, halfway there, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That's your scissor kick. So we got a full round in. Let's go for another 10 minutes of that, you guys, okay? So start back up with the hip hinge swing. Power on the hips when you're doing it. 12 of that hip swing. Let's get it. Really squeeze the glutes hard at the top. On that one, it's really the legs doing the work. The glutes, the hamstrings, getting that weight up. Get a nice hinge on the single arm high row, elbow high, 8 per side. Keeping everything level, your core is extra engaged on that one. You can even go to a split stance position to help you if you need to. Showing you that right now. Split stance, kind of an option here. So I'll set what split stance to show. And it helps if you put the hand here, but if you want the extra challenge, you keep it off of your side here, making the core still work. Full thruster if you can get the whole 10 without taking a break. Imagine you don't have a dumbbell here. You can always hold something with both hands, squat and press overhead, right? There are options if you don't have the weights. Superman, we're squeezing everything in the posterior chain. Even maybe hold it for like a second or two. You got 12 on those Supermans. Again, don't rush the scissors, you guys. Take your time on those. Make the core work for a little bit longer. Keeping that low back always pressed down on the floor. And whenever you need that drink of water, you take it. Out of the 10 minutes since we start, we're getting to minute 4. So again, a good solid 2 rounds, I think, for everybody at least. I hope the board is readable today and that the reception is good. If you're looking over here, I'm going to be doing a single arm hip swing. Just because it's going to be easier to hold this particular dumbbell. If you want to try it out, you can too. Shouldn't hurt your lower back, by the way. Should not hurt your lower back when you're doing a hip swing. If it does, I would break it down into the Romanian deadlift instead. Keep in mind the high row, kind of a strength movement. Slow it down on your pace, don't rush it. That's the nice part about having weights, is that you can actually work your back. Some load on it. And when you can get those breaths through your nose, get the heart rate to drop down. If it's elevated, get control. We got 4 minutes to go in this part. We're trying to get a minimum of breaks, and during the sets itself. From the scissors, your head is looking up. Try to keep that spine neutral. Upper back still off the floor if you can. You can always bend at the knees, make it a little bit easier on that scissor kick. We're going into the last two of this part. If you're starting over like me, we're not gonna finish the block, but that's all right. We'll have one more round of some of those exercises on this last part. Keep that body moving, you guys. Minute and some change. You'll get a break soon. Guys, finish the set you're on. And we're gonna be moving to the last part for today. Little challenge for today. And we're gonna have 3 different types of challenge throughout the week, but the first one of the week's gonna be a increase the rep count. So go as far up the rep count as you can. We're gonna start each exercise at 8 reps. And then increase by 4 reps every round during 10 minutes or 12 minutes actually. And you'll see how far up the rep count you can get. You don't need to rush it though, but we're gonna try and keep the body moving for 12 minutes. So the movements we're gonna do, let's recap them. We're not gonna do them together, I'm just gonna recap just in case. So the hip swing, you just did it in this block, right? Bring your hips back, squeeze the glutes, bring that weight all the way to shoulder level. So that'll be your first one. Your second one's gonna be the jumping lunges that you can modify with jumping squats if you'd like. Okay, so all of them start at 8 reps, 8 times jumping up. The plank Spider-Man, which you're gonna have 8, so 4 high knees per side for this one. Number 4 is gonna be the scissors, so we just did the last block, right? You're gonna cross your legs slowly here for the 8. This last one though, you guys, it's a hip hinge, high row, but with both arms. So you're gonna need 2 dumbbells here because we're gonna go high in volume, so we're not gonna go super heavy. Hinge just like you did, but this time you got both dumbbells going for the high row. All right, so you guys, take a little sip of water and let's go for 12 minutes here, starting in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. Again, at your own pace. Starting at 8 reps on all exercises. The end of this workout all depends on you, on how much you're gonna push it here, or how much you want to push it, because you can really get some work done if you keep that body moving for 12 minutes. Currently finishing that first round. Going for the hip hinge high rope, both weights here. That one didn't take too long for me. It was a little less than 2 minutes, plus 4 reps when you start over. That hip swing, great exercise. That'll make you throw some sweat all over your house. Great one. Man, and your toes will get quite stronger from doing jumping lunges without the shoes. Really making them work too. So first quarter down in this last part today. So 3 minutes down, you guys. I know a lot of you have been running on top of those workouts. Working outside, it's a real great idea. We get a good blend here, full body resistance training inside, and a little bit more cardio on the outside. That's great. So once you get to round 3, you're at 16 on those reps. Don't forget core engagement once you're doing swings. Bringing the butt back. Explosive on the way up. That's 16 jumping lunges. That's going to be fun. You can in one sitting without breaking it. This way you start really pushing a bit more. If you need a break, take it between exercises. Guys, we're halfway, 6 minutes to go. Let's keep pushing our bodies. keep working. Just gonna check on that live, you guys. Awesome, awesome. Again, we're getting close to the end, so keep going for it. Personally going for 20s here. If you have to break it up to a couple sets, you do, but again, the goal would be to finish the whole set itself without having to break it up. Those hip things might get you a little dizzy. You want that head to follow the spine too. I didn't mention that, but that's important. We're getting close. We're getting close. It's really where the challenge kicks in. Towards the end, high rep count, not breaking the set. Let's go. We're pushing into the last 2 minutes, guys. Try not to stop moving for 2. Past 45, can you finish one more exercise here if you're starting a new one? You got 15 to get it done here. All right, guys. If you made it through, great job. Nice full body session. Gonna get us a little cool down, a stretch to finish today. Again, always appreciate you logging in with me or reviewing the workouts later, letting me know what you think. This is kind of the format I want to go with this week. A little bit of everything in every workout and a challenge at the end. And probably on Sunday, just like I did last Sunday, I have one big challenge, but throughout the week it's gonna look like this. Just so it's well balanced. I try to make sure we got push, pulls, and some exercises that are gonna get your heart rate up. So that's the way I like it. I hope it works for you. So yeah, let's go into that stretch, yeah? Let's go ahead. We're gonna breathe in and reach for the ceiling. Slowly exhale through your nose. Walk yourself forward to in downward facing dog, just like in the warm-up. From here, I would like you to focus on pedaling your feet, getting the heels close to the floor, one after the other. And then you're gonna drop to your knees. And from here, you guys, we're gonna do a few cat-cows. So you're gonna breathe in, lift your head, lift your hips. And exhale, you're gonna round out the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Big breath in through your nose and lift. Exhale, round. Come back to a flat back position. We're gonna stretch the side of your core. You're gonna bend towards your left, so you're gonna squeeze everything on the right here. Try and get your right elbow towards your right hip. Relax through center and then switch sides. Trying to get your left shoulder, next to your left hip. Breathe at the center. Go back, right shoulder, right hip. Squeeze hard. And one more time, left elbow, left hip, squeeze hard on that side. Beautiful. This next one for the upper back, left hand is gonna come under the bridge here, and you're gonna drop your left shoulder onto the floor. And think about rotating your body the opposite side, so towards your left if you want. And you should feel a good pull in the back of the shoulder here. Breathe in through your nose. Let's come back up. Let's bring the right hand to the left side here. Drop your right elbow to the floor. And then you try to rotate towards the other direction. Get a nice pull on that arm. Alright. Let's go for quick little one for the hamstrings here, and then you'll be on your back to finish it up. So, feet in front of you, toes pointed towards you. You're gonna inhale, reach up for the ceiling. Exhale, hinge and reach for the toes. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, try and go a little bit deeper if you can. Beautiful. Let's finish it on your back, you guys. So you can lay on your back. Keep your left foot flat on the floor. Grab your right leg, twist it here, and then get it close to your chest. deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale, switch sides. You can finish by grabbing both knees. Give yourself a big hug as you inhale. And on the exhale, you can let everything extend. Alright guys, hope you'll have a great week this week. Thanks for showing up and doing the work. Have a good one.